Hey guys, NATTGEE here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. So today I have a video for you showing you how I get flash proof makeup. So I had posted a little story on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, get with it or get lost. Seriously, go follow me. And I basically had posted a video and I didn't think that anyone cared, but I offered. So I thought my makeup looked really good under flash and I was like, I don't know if anyone really cares, but if you do care, I could make this tutorial for you. And the girlies asked for me to make the tutorial for them, so I'm making the tutorial for the girlies. Anyways, now that we got that out of the way, today's video is about flash proof makeup. This is what I look like in the day. I don't have that much lighting around me. My window is open and it's a sunny day. I have one shadow box and a little light that's literally dying in front of me, so not that much light. I really use natural light today to do my makeup, and this is what we're looking like. Very good, very cute, very nice. This is the same routine I used in this video. I'll put it in here, and that's what I look like under flash. But at the end of this video, I'm going to come back in a couple hours and I'll show you guys again what this looks like after a couple hours, what it looks like in the nighttime, just so you get a really good idea of how these products work together and what it looks like over time. So if you're interested in that, just scroll down, hit that subscribe button, join the NATGEE gang, 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 and let's get into today's video. Camera's moving like a transformer. Okay, if my lighting gets a little friggin' weird, it's because it's a beautiful sunny day, my window's open, and I refuse to miss out on that. So I actually already filmed this. We're going in with Milk's Hydro Grip Primer. That's this one. I actually have already filmed a lot of this many a time, but I've never actually posted it as like flash proof makeup. Today I'm talking about flash proof makeup. These are the products I use, and I never have like a crazy looking face. Like when I'm in like a dark room and flash is on, I still look good. This video should be relatively quick because again, I'm not really gonna explain technique. This is really about the products. My intro and outro might look a little weird just because I'm probably gonna film it when it's darker so I can show it to you in the dark, because that's really the only time that flash really matters. Daytime, you know what you look like, girl. It's nighttime when someone turns on their video and you're like, why does my makeup look like that? So now we're gonna go in with the Fenty Pro Filter foundation. So in my advice, the Milk Hydro Grip Primer is a hydrating, well, I put that right in my hands. I don't know what I was thinking. Am I okay? The Milk Hydro Grip Primer is really hydrating, sticky, tacky. So it's really about helping your application look good in general. Then I recommend going in with a skin-like foundation at nighttime. If you're even going to a club, like I get it, it seems kind of scary to be like, oh, I don't have like a super matte foundation on, but it's like, you want something that looks like your skin if you are worried about being photographed. When you start getting into the really heavy foundations and the heavy layering of foundations, that is when we start to look crazy in the dark, because you're doing all this work not to necessarily have it look like your skin, but to kind of like protect and be like anti-sweat. And that's something also that's very important to know, is that I have dry skin. So this is a bit easier for me because I have less worries. When you're an oily skin girl, like I really feel for you guys because you have to be on it. And I have like one product I use later on. Hopefully like those will help you, but I honestly can't 100% speak to it because I don't have oily skin. Even when I sweat in a club, I don't sweat off my face. Like it's very like, hairline is gonna be an issue, armpits are gonna be an issue, my face is not. Like I've seen people sweat like literally like their face is drenched. I don't sweat like that. I literally sweat in my hairline. And like obviously I get like a little bit of moisture on my face, but like it's not face sweat. Like it's a lot of armpit sweat for me. That's my concern, and that's why I end up being stinky. It's one of my things that I hate personally about how I perspire, but I'm not complaining. So anyways, you really want to focus on having a foundation that's not too heavy. You want it to obviously even your skin tone, do what you want your foundation to do, but the goal is that you look good at nighttime, so you need something that's going to be more skin-like. When you put on the heavier foundations during the day, I'm sure you guys even, I find that when I see girls put on heavier foundations during the day, I'm like, I don't think it's doing what you need to do anyways, and I don't know that someone's created a foundation or foundation routine that really helps the sweaty and oily girls out, because even the separation of the foundation when you start to sweat, I'm like, I think that's a big thing that needs to be tackled, because I feel bad for the girlies that are like, blotting is only doing so much. Like you need something that's gonna be locked in. So I don't know that this is gonna be locked in. Again, all I can say is that this is the makeup routine I use to look good in flash. I just bought Fenty in 430 and my usual shade is 420. And I think I could have even gone up a shade because I felt like 420 is starting to be like, it's like perfect, like it looks perfect right now, but I find that when I do my whole routine, it's a little light. Today I put on 420 just because I'm trying to see something. But I do also have 430 and I don't think 440 supports my undertones. So I have to go in and really reestablish what my foundation is. I think it's one of these two. I'm just saying I'm about to get darker because I'm about to go on vacation and I'm scared that I should have gotten an even darker shade, but we move, fuck it, we ball. Okay, I need to take my birth control before I forget because I'm that girl when it comes to forgetting my birth control. It's almost like a kink to me. Now, if you're feeling scared about even creasing, now is a good time that you could go in with a powder, whether it's like a translucent powder or a powder with some sort of tint. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush powder and this is the Fenty Invisimatte. Whatever is your pleasure. Like, it's really, when it comes to that, I typically don't do this. I'm just saying if you are concerned, you could do it now. You could even do it before your foundation. You could do it with your primer and just put some powder in the areas that you're concerned about creasing. I usually don't do it because I feel like creasing's natural, and as I blot later on, that's gonna help. I don't think I need to add more product in. I personally, find that adding more product is gonna leave me more susceptible to creasing. So I'm not doing it, I'm just saying you could. And it's not wrong if you do. I'm gonna show you how I do it. We're moving on to highlight and contour. We're using the Born This Way multi-sculpting concealers. This is Chestnut, this is Cocoa. And even this, I feel like I could switch up shades. But because I know this works, this is what I bought the last time, so I just bought it again. This is a concealer you can let sit down, get tacky, and it actually a little goes a long way, so don't panic. You also don't need to put a lot, and just be calm. You can add layers if you need to. Again, if you're worried about getting oily, if you're worried about preservation, you can put some setting spray down now. I just don't do it because it's not a concern of mine, and I find that sometimes when I play with makeup too much, it reacts. Like, it's literally like a chemical mixture that if you start adding too many things in at too many times, it will start to like pick up, get chunky, a whole bunch of other shit that I don't have the patience for right now. So, and I think I've talked about this before, but I started using disposable sponges instead of beauty blenders because a while ago, just because I felt like my skin was breaking out way more every time I used a sponge, my brushes get washed semi-frequently. Like probably at this point now every other month because I've been doing makeup so much more, and even then it should be every other week. I know, I just forget. But anyways, I just use disposable sponges because beauty blenders really be holding on to bacteria no matter how much you clean them. And this, I do my makeup with it that day and it goes straight in the garbage. I really don't have to worry about it. I don't have to see it again. I don't have to clean it. The only thing I hate about them is I literally, like, my nails are always so disgusting, like after doing my makeup. A little bit of this goes a long way, and that's why lately I've been like, why do I look so yellow? And it's like, girl, you're putting too much concealer. But anyway, it's fine.
Girl, look how orange you look, girl.
Because by the time you blend this concealer out, it actually goes like everywhere. It ends up becoming your foundation. But now that I've highlighted it so much, I have to contour. And the beauty of Cocoa is that it's a shade that, like, I'm gonna bring this down even. It's a shade that is really golden. So to me, it doesn't end up being too harsh. But it's the same thing. This little bit is gonna blend all the way out. I typically don't let my contour sit as long. I don't need to. It's like, what would be the reason? And my contour, I'm typically gonna go in with a brush after this, just because I really care about the hairline, pressing it into there. And I like to take a little excess and do my jaw. I never put a line of, no matter what concealer I'm using, I never put it on my jawline because I realized I was giving myself a beard. It wasn't sculpting me, it was just like a lot of product for there, and you really don't need that much. Now this is like a good base. I tend to like a brighter under eye, so I'm going in with the It Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. So It Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, this is my super brightening concealer. This is just gonna add some more dimension to my face. And I only take it in like certain areas if you can't tell. I like to let what is on my under eye sit a bit more because this is a very thick concealer. And like this little bit is gonna go everywhere. How I recommend you use this is you take your little bit and you blend it out to where you want it. So for me, that's my bright under eye, and to bring it to my outer eye. And then you let it sit again. Okay, while that settles, I'm gonna go do my brows and maybe even my eyeshadow and come back, let it really sit. So now I'm waiting on my brows to dry, so let's jump back into complexion. To set our under eye, you can use a loose setting powder. What I used when I filmed my flash proof video on Instagram, which made me ask you guys if you wanted this tutorial, was this Charlotte Tilbury airbrush spray. So I'm gonna use that again because I'm pretty confident in my setting powder is not being flash proof, but like I'd hate to film this and be like, ooh, shouldn't have used that. So we're going in with this on a fluffy brush, used just for our under eye, and we are pressing that in. Baking by proxy. I look up as much as possible. You want like no lines under your eye, because if you think about it, then you're just pressing the powder into the line. Press that in, don't sweep it, press it in. And I use that for the other places on my face too. Now this little compact was like 30 bucks, so keep that in mind. As an added layer of setting your like highlight areas, you can use the Fenty Invisimatte. So these are the same powders I was talking about before. I just use them now. And this is something that I'd walk with to blot my face. But I also like to kind of like get it in there now. Make sure there's harmony. So this is the base, like at its core, what I do, and I don't have any flash issues. Now let's make it fun and talk about like blush and highlight. So for a blush, it doesn't really matter what shade you use. I'm using MAC's Burnt Pepper today. But especially since my hair has been ginger, I just like something that's a bit very warm. A bit warm. Very warm, let's be clear. But I find that I'm bringing it too far under my eyes, so let's relax a little bit. And I hate when I bring it up like that, because I'm like, sometimes I end up hating how I applied it. Like right now. For highlight, a nice, it's actually trending right now, but a really good highlight if you're afraid of flash and afraid of looking like the Tin Man when flash comes on, are the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bombs. This one's in the shade Fenty Glow, but I also have How Many Carats? And this is just like a really good shimmer. So this you can be very, like, you don't have to be shy with it, because no matter what, it goes on so like buttery, creamy, smooth. You don't have to worry about nothing. It just goes on perfect. Like, it literally, no matter what, it's like foolproof. She made a foolproof highlighter. And this looks really good under flash. So in the day, it's really subtle. And in the dark, you look like a mermaid. I put some up here in case we catch the light. Just give me 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 the light. I'm about to do. That's another bacana. Yeah, you see that? And then we set our face. So I just bought the one size, turn up the base, Until Dawn. I just bought the one size Until Dawn setting spray. This is supposed to make shit not move, sweat proof, but so is the Charlotte Tilbury. So your girl mixes them. She's a menace. It's like, either way, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be set, you know what I mean? And it's like, who doesn't wanna be set to the gods? So let's do this. And then do a little Charlotte Tilbury. Charlotte Tilbury I find is more dewy, whereas this is more matte. And I have to stop using this because this is supposed to go on my vacation with me. But also I have a mini Charlotte Tilbury, so I'll be okay. A really good trick is if you're starting to see any creasing, now you can go in with your like blotting powder and just like, I didn't even put any on this pad. Just blot now and set the setting spray into those places. So I'm gonna go finish my makeup, brows, eyes, lips, and then we can close up this video. So this is the final look. I'm gonna come back in a couple hours and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like under flash in the dark after hours of wear. It is I don't have my clock on me.
Daylight saving time is a bitch, boy. For real.
What? My phone's in front of me. Okay, hold on. It's 1:52 in the afternoon. So I'm going to wear this literally all day, and before I wash my face tonight, I will come back at you and let you know what's going on. Ting. Hey guys, it's hours later. It's 11:16. I'm gonna take this makeup off just now. Sorry, we're in an awkward position. I was filming like my Skims haul. Oh, girl, focus. Girl, it's me. Okay, so hey guys, we're in my room. It's very pink and it's nighttime, so none of my lights are on. I'm about to go wash my face and get ready for bed. So I'm gonna use my phone's flashlight and show you what I look like on camera. Like, this is literally using flash. This is what I look like. You see that, right? She looks healthy, she looks plump, she looks revitalized. So this is basically the equivalent to if someone catches you in the club, what do you look like? Oh, I should be recording this. Now, that was just using my flashlight. Let's record a video with flash on, just so I can get the video footage and show you guys what it is I look like. Very healthy, very nice. But yeah, this is basically the equivalent. Like, you're in the club and your friend throws up her phone and is like, girl, bestie, dance, shake a little ass, throw a little cash. This is what you're gonna look like, opposed to hot, greasy mess. Obviously, I'm not actually in a club, so I probably would have been perspiring more if I was in a club. But this is just me saying, base level, if you've been wearing makeup all day, when you enter the club, this is what you're gonna look like. Okay? Yes, honey. The makeup aged really well. I just blotted my under eyes before I came on camera because I don't know if I'm picking it up, but there's just a little bit of creasing because of my eye bags. But everything else, I did not touch. She looked good, like so juicy, so skin-like. Honestly, I think that's the thing I hate the most about makeup. Actually, I think that's probably the only thing I hate about makeup because I love makeup so much. I literally hate that I don't look like this. I do, because I have a, like, I think I do my makeup in a way that accentuates what I look like. But I mean, this is what I wish my skin looked like. Like, I don't give a fuck about no texture, honey. Like, this even, this glow, this even skin, this glow, like, it's all giving for me. Like, this is literally the dream. Okay, my arm is getting tired. And this is why, today I said I only use 420, right? This is why I think 420, I had to go to 430, because I'm a little too yellow here. But again, I said that is because I used a lot of concealer. That's my only thing I don't like about, quote unquote, don't like about my makeup routine. Just the variation between my face and my chest under flash bothers me. So I'm gonna keep playing with it. I'm gonna use more contour in the future and less of a highlight, because it really changes the whole color of my face. That's the only thing that's wrong with this routine. And that's shade-wise. All right, let's focus on application today, okay? Because I'm like, even in the dark right now, this is a perfect match. In the dark, it's a perfect match. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed getting into flash-proof makeup, if you like the tips, the tricks, the products, that sounds so fucking funny. Just please give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about anything I did today, anything at all. Leave that in the comments down below. And as always, subscribe to me. Smash that subscribe button and pay attention bills today, please and thank you. As always, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.